Hi there, my name is Aidan Gately and I'm a silver consultant based in Ireland, and my website and my business is Joy at Home, so joyathome.ie. So I first came in contact with the Marie Kondo method, and Marie herself, I suppose, through a friend I was living with at the time, introduced me to the Netflix series. So I watched one episode and very quickly ran into my bedroom and refolded, because my t-shirts and jumpers were already folded, but they were folded probably just in half and horizontally layered. So I refolded them in thirds, vertically stored them, and haven't looked back since. So I suppose then, after the Netflix series, I bought the book, I read the book, loved it, felt kind of a similarity, I suppose, with Marie in some ways, with her childhood and keeping things organized and liking a clean, tidy space. Then that led me to her website. And one day in work, in a job that didn't spark joy for me, I found the consultant page on the website and had an epiphany of sorts and thought, wow, I can do this. I can do this as a career. So I actually remember running down the hall to another colleague of mine saying, I found it. I found my new career. This is what I'm going to do. And so yeah, I signed up there and then for the consultant course that was supposed to happen in May 2020 in person in London, which obviously didn't, but I signed up, did my tidying festival and did the course virtually in September instead. And since then, that is what I've been doing. I left the job that sparked no joy for me, and it was arts marketing, a career I'd kind of been in for about 15 years. So I left that, set up my own business, and now I love going to work and I love helping people declutter their lives and their homes to live a happier, more content life. And I suppose one of the stories I'd like to kind of share from working with homeowners, and I don't know if Ireland is unique in this, but often we have the good room or the parlour in olden times maybe, which would be kept for special visitors or for the priest or for use at a funeral or Christmas or Easter, along with, fancy alcohol sometimes and fancy crockery, cups and glasses and china and all of that kind of stuff. And last week I was working with a homeowner, and the story, I suppose, I've come across multiple times, where one of the most sentimental things for her was her mother's crockery she got as a gift from her mum. But we found it in a box wrapped up in newspapers from 1987, because that's when they moved house. So for 30 odd years, they have been in a box wrapped up, gathering dust, even though they're one of the most sentimental things she owns. So we talked about how, what is the point in keeping something like that is so valuable, but wrapped up and not seen? So either A, use it, ideally, bloody hell, use it, or at least display it so you can see it and it can bring you joy every day. And we talked about, what I think is just a disservice to such lovely items. If one generation keeps it, and she could have it for 30 or 40, 50 years, she gives it to her daughter or her son. Do they donate it? Do they use it? Do they feel too scared or guilty to use it if in case it breaks? Or do they give it to their child as well? And do you have 3 or 4 generations of people with the same box of crockery unused? It's kind of like, I don't know, if your grandfather gave you a basketball, he'd expect you to play with the basketball. There are plates and cups and saucers. They're made to be used. If you don't want to use them, at least display them and see them, because otherwise I just think it's a waste of space. And it comes down to, I think, like almost like a self-esteem kind of thing, where we hold back these special items for, I don't know, is it for one day in the future when we think we're going to be happy, or we think we're going to, when we're retired and we're going to use all the fancy things. Like, no, use them now. Use them every day, or use them every Sunday, not just at Easter and Christmas and whatever holidays or birthdays and special occasions. Use them every day, because life is short enough. If you can hear noise in the background, that is my dog, Millie, burping. Thanks, Mill. So, yeah, I just think, and when you do that, I love working with clients like that and unleashing those lovely things from their lives. And especially when they decide, you're right, Aidan, I'm going to start using those nice glasses and the cup that I really love. And I'm going to, or the really ugly mug that everybody slags me about, I'm going to use that every day because I love it. And, life is too short. I'm going to love the things I've kept and be happier in myself. So yeah, that's me. Thank you so much.